Buying tickets to sports and concerts can be complicated and confusing, but there's a better way to buy with SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to every type of live event. Whether you're searching for a last-minute deal, planning a night out, or need to find the perfect gift, SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices. Fully guaranteed. There's nothing quite like seeing your favorite team or musician in person, and SeatGeek will get you closer to the action for a great value. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone. It's by far the easiest way I've found to shop for tickets. I can be anywhere, and just a few taps, I can instantly find seats. I actually just used SeatGeek to buy tickets for my friends to the Broncos game while I was back on the East Coast. SeatGeek is designed to make your ticket buying experience easier than ever. And to get you the most bang for your buck, SeatGeek grades every ticket based on value to help you immediately identify the best seats that fit your budget. Plus, every purchase is fully guaranteed, so you can shop for tickets on SeatGeek with confidence. And best of all, my listeners get $20 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app, enter the promo code Russillo today. That's promo code Russillo for $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase.
Guys, wouldn't your wife or girlfriend love it if you treated her to the very best this Christmas? Now you can, with the world's softest pajamas by Pajamagram. Created by a team of pajama experts, the world's softest PJs are lighter than a cloud, softer than a bunny, like cashmere, only better. She'll love how heavenly they feel. Includes free gift packaging and Christmas delivery is guaranteed. So visit pajamagram.com or call 1-800-GIVE-PJs.
He was nominated for 38 Grammy Awards and had 5 Billboard #1 hits. And he was a heralded 5'2", sixth man in Minnesota high school hoops.
He's a short guy, but he actually had a really good jump shot.
But you probably didn't know he spent $95,000 a month renting an NBA player's house in Bel Air and ruined it.
He took out all the furniture, including the carpets, and put them in storage. And then he redecorated the house with his stuff. Carpets, beds, furniture, massage tables, disco balls, the whole nine.
It's The Sit Down with former NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer on being Prince's landlord.
So Prince wants to rent your house, Boozer. Tell me about the start of that. Like, I know you didn't really want to rent it. How did this whole thing start off?
Yeah, I just bought my house, my first house in LA. It was massive, like 18,000 square feet in Bel Air and Beverly Hills and Bel Air. And I get a call from my real estate agent, and she's like, "Hey, I know you're going to Utah for the season. I'm getting a lot of calls about renting your house." And I was like, "Nah, I haven't even lived there. I haven't spent one night there. I'm not renting my house out." So she goes, "Okay." About a month goes by, and she gets a phone call from a very persistent person. And goes, "Hey, my client has been to this house before when it was with the previous owner. He loves this house and he wants to rent it out for a year for $95,000 a month." So my realtor calls me. She can't not present this offer to me. And I said, $95,000 a month? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be in Utah for about 7-8 months. Playoffs. Maybe we do well and make it to the finals or whatever. We can rent it out, no problem, right? It ends up being Prince. And obviously, for plenty of music from him. My parents were huge fans. I became a fan as I got older. I watched Purple Rain and a couple of movies, so I was like, "This is awesome! I'm gonna fly out there for the signing." So I fly out to LA. It's a short flight from Utah. Coming to the house, and he's a huge basketball fan, as you guys probably already know. Huge basketball fan. Followed my career a little bit, and thought we had a decent team in Utah. And it was the house had a basketball court on the roof. And so we went up there and we shot for like half an hour. And he's a short guy, but he actually had a really good jump shot.
So wait a minute, he's coming to like check out the house and you want to meet him because he's renting your house and you guys are shooting around.
Yeah, like obviously I'm showing him the house. He already seen it before because the previous owner was like a part owner of Interscope Records or something like that.
Okay.
So he had been there before for some gatherings, and so he goes like, "Can we go up to the court?" And I go, "Yeah." So we go upstairs, and he starts zipping the ball around. He starts shooting a little bit. We're shooting the breeze, talking about Michael Jordan and Kobe. Like, is Kobe whatever than Michael Jordan? Blah blah blah. Because he's a crazy Jordan fan, but he also respected Kobe a great deal. And he rents the crib out. Let me get to the juicy part of the story. So that year, I had tore my hamstring up pretty bad. Like I tore it like 2 or 3 times in a row over like a 2 or 3 month period. And so one of the best physical therapists named Judy Cito, who lives out in L.A., so I'm coming to L.A. to go see Judy Cito to work on my hamstring and see if I can get right so I can get ready for the playoffs or what have you. And I'm calling Prince up, but he's not picking up his phone. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to stop by the house. If you need anything, let me know, blah, blah, blah. Don't hear from him. I come up to the house, and I don't recognize the gate. The gate was like a 12-foot gate. It had 2 gold lions on it when I bought the house. When I got there, there was this like symbol, which I wasn't very familiar with. There was a symbol on the gate. And I'm like, if I come to the right address, this is my house, right? So I'm driving up and down the street like, what? Where's my house at? And so I realized this is the house, and my gate has been changed. So I put the code in, and the code works. I go in the driveway, and as I'm driving up the driveway, everything is painted. It was like a creamy kind of Italian cream kind of color. The whole outdoor was painted purple. And I'm like, what? I'm getting like, as I'm driving up the driveway, I'm getting more and more like upset. So I get to the stair. I had a really like gigantic staircase, like leading up to the front doors, and there's this huge purple rug that goes over this Italian marble floors. And it's his symbol, which I didn't know was his symbol until that day. I just known him as Prince, and now I realize that he's a symbol now.
Yeah, he changed his name to a symbol, right?
I had no idea any of that. So, but I learned that day. And the whole rug is. I go inside the house. He rips out all the carpet. The whole carpet is black carpet. Everything in the house is purple. He has a purple bed. He has purple sheets. He took my couches out. The couches were black and purple. He changed one room. There was 10 bedrooms in the house. He changed one room into a salon, like a hair salon.
Like a full-time hair salon.
Full-time hair salon, like what you would see, your wife or your girlfriend go to. Absolutely. And
how mad are you?
I was furious because this is something that we never talked about. So I'm really upset. Like, what happened to my house? My house got demolished. You can imagine, like, you go into your crib just to, stop by and see anything, maybe pick up some stuff or whatever. And it's literally not your crib anymore. So I'm walking around. We're going to have a debate about this, I'm sure, in a second. But I'm walking around the house, and there's more changes. So I had an awesome weight room. We turned the weight room into a nightclub with a disco ball, which actually I thought was pretty cool, to be honest. I never saw that before in the house, so I thought it was pretty awesome. But, he just basically changed the whole house. He basically what he did was he stored all my stuff, furniture, everything, put it in storage, and he brought all of his stuff into the house. So let me just tell you how wealthy Prince was. May he rest in peace. He rented my house out for almost $1 million for the year. He took out I had a 18,000 square foot home that was fully furnished, 10 bedrooms, a guest house, the whole 9, 2 or 3 living rooms. He took out all the furniture, including the carpets, by the way, and put them in storage. And then he redecorated the house with his stuff. Carpets, beds, furniture, massage tables, disco balls, the whole 9. And puts it in storage. So I'm calling him like P. I said, Prince, listen, man, like I'm really upset. Like I'm bothered. I can't get a hold of you. Like
you're leaving him messages.
I'm leaving a message on the phone that I had for him. I'm sure he had multiple phones or whatever. But I come to find out, I'm getting ready to sue him because I can't get a hold of him. This guy's like turned my house into something else that I wasn't comfortable with, and I'm getting ready to sue him. And I get a phone call from some other number, and it's him. And he's like, "Hey," he goes, "Hey, Booze, I'm in Asia touring." And I didn't even know this. I'm in Asia touring, and the album, he had an album called 3121, and he rented my house out to get inspiration. So he filmed did the whole, if you look at the CD cover for that 3121 album, it's my house. The whole thing is my house. Anyway, he was on tour in Japan. He calls me. He goes, "Hey, I got your message, man. I've been traveling and doing my thing." And he goes, "Don't worry. The house will be exactly how it was before I moved in when you get the keys back at the end of my lease." He goes, I'm gonna wire you $500,000, keep it in your account, and then when you come check on the property after I move out, you can wire me the money back just to make you feel better. And I'm like, okay, I trust his word. He's Prince.
What did he sound like on the phone? Was he funny? Was he like soft spoken?
He was well in this moment because this is the only conversation we had over the phone. He was very calm. Like he was like, "Look, don't worry. I know the house doesn't look like, your house, but he wanted the house to feel like it was his. And so when his guests came over, they felt like it was his house. And I get that, $95,000 a month. I mean, really, you should be able to do whatever you want to the house. But also, as the owner of the property, you should at least give me a heads up that you're going to make let me know you're going to make some changes to the crib. But he was very calm, and he was he was having a good time. I mean, I heard a lot of people around him. He might have called me from an after party or something. But long story short is, when he moved out, it was like he was never there. Everything, the theater room was back in place, the weight room was back in place. There was no massage tables. I could have kept the massage tables. There was no hair salon. All my carpet was back in. It was like he was never there. Like if I had never hurt my hamstring, I would never have seen it that he had changed everything into purple. So may he rest in peace. But he was great, man. I caught up with him a couple of times later in New York at a couple of restaurants. Last time I saw him was at All-Star Weekend in New York a couple of years ago. He had performed at the Jordan party. It was like the 30-year anniversary for MJ. Or maybe longer than that, 30-year anniversary for MJ. And he performed at that party. So.
Wow, it all worked out.
He was a good dude, man.
Yeah.
It all worked out. He was a good dude, loved basketball, And once upon a time, he rented my house.
That's amazing. I'm going to look at that CD now. I'm going to check that out. Hey, Booz, I really appreciate it, man. That's a great story, and I'm glad we could share it with everybody.
Absolutely. My pleasure, man. Anytime.